to the restaurant. There is a normal prompt for a cook-off. Okay, cooks are facing off. Barbara's face down on the ground. Okay, maybe a choking incident? No. The challenging cooks came in and said, I poisoned your storage person, and we're going to withhold the antidote that we're holding right here unless you beat us in a cook-off. The commander, being my MC, says, then a cook-off it is! And then we have a cook-off, to which I win. I get a pasta recipe of all things, said antidote, and then the opposing chefs commit harakiri right there in front of us. What? Taking a break. Yes, silly bitch. I love Nanami for the record. I think she's an absolutely wonderful character. One of my favorites in this game, hands down. There's a lot to choose from. Oh, there's no way you could have gathered what that was from from doing that for the first time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh. Oh, man. Bullshit, you know it. Wait, is that it? Holy shit! Holy shit! Suck! And thank you for the follow, Zach. Wow. Holy shit. Alright, so sorry to catch you up. I've been walking around like a dummy trying to find this character. But all I had to do was stand in that stationary spot.
Hi folks. Apologies in advance. My voice is not the best, which is ironic because all I'm pretty much going to be doing is talking tonight. So if anybody has any issues or has any trouble hearing me, that's part of why I have the subtitles. You could also ask me to repeat myself in the chat if I'm not very clear and the subtitles don't catch me the right way. I'm actually glad that I'm clear enough for the subtitles. So that's a good thing. That's a step in the right direction. That's kind of what I was hoping for. You might be wondering, why is my voice scratchy? Why haven't I streamed in about a week? Why am I streaming tonight? Well, tonight's going to be a mostly just chatting stream tonight, and I haven't really done one of those, like, ever. I thought there was usually a pretty good reason for this. Mostly because I'm not the kind of guy who has 20 people just floating around, checking in on me and seeing how I'm doing. It's just a fact of life for me, and it hasn't been for a very long time. So I just don't think that sitting here and chatting is something that anybody who wants to tune into what I'm doing here wants to do. But this is a check-in stream, mostly for the YouTube, mostly for my own personal purposes here, and really just kind of, you know, catching things up and using this as an opportunity to kind of get some shit off my chest. So let's start from the beginning, which is as good a place as any to start. I'm going to actually pull a little bit of a timeline here because it's actually relevant. Wow, that timing on that is impeccable. Yeah, that timing on that is absolutely impeccable. How about that? So first and foremost, I finished the Super Mario RPG stream a little bit strapped for personal resources. Why that was is because I started a brand new job. This job had me working order entry essentially for a siding company. I'm not going to name names throughout any of this for obvious reasons. If those reasons aren't as obvious to you, let me illustrate what I mean. I could be injuring my chances at future employment and at any worries about libel and stuff like that if I do name names. As much as I am tempted, and as much as I am absolutely desiring to implicate people and companies in certain things, that is not my desire. I do not want to put myself in a position, nor anyone in my family in a position where we have to defend ourselves legally or otherwise because of the failings of other people. It's the bottom line. So I started a new job for a siding company, and my base role was order entry. I had a lot of like typical office gopher, and organizational, and financial, and just like a lot of tasks. But as I was responsible for basically sales management and order entry for a siding company, I needed to understand a lot about siding. Now, I don't know if anybody around here knows anything about aluminum or vinyl siding at all, but there is simultaneously a lot and not a lot to it. There's a lot of circumstantial and situational type of stuff that you need to know in order to properly sell the stuff. However, the main problem with that is not your limit of knowledge, but rather your understanding of the needs of the people you're putting orders through for. So, how to put this? Not only do you need to know your material, not only do you need to know how to apply it, but then you also need to account for several different things with the people you're dealing with. First off, I don't know if you know anything about construction, but construction people are mostly filled with roughnecks. And I mean like old roughnecks. So, if you haven't run into the type, count yourself blessed. But for those of us who are in the know what I mean. It's definitely an if you know kind of a situation. So first off, you need to deal with the attitude. Second, just because you work in the construction industry and you're a contractor does not mean you know your shit. So, with all the knowledge I have to deal with the millions of names that every single piece and every single project and every single interlocking circumstantial bit. Like, I have to deal with the millions of names that people assign to these things. I need to know what somebody is trying to tell me because they themselves don't know, because for so long they've relied on companies like ours to do that stuff for them, to know that stuff for them, because they're roughnecks. That's what they do. And unfortunately, old roughnecks, and I say old roughnecks because I used to be one of them. In a long time ago, I used to do drywall and I did electrical for about a year. And I'm not going to get too much into that because that was a time in my life I would much rather forget. But more or less, you've got to deal with that as well. So not only are you testing your knowledge, now you have to apply that knowledge to basically backward ass knowledge, and you have to constantly be translating what they mean. And then on top of that, what they mean might be incorrect. And then on top of that, you have to not only correct them, but sometimes do it without telling them. Basically, a lot of them are like, we've been ordering from you for 10 years, you just need to get us what we always get. Some of these people don't even know. For example, there's one piece that's used to interlock siding, and there are like 3 different sizes, 3 different main sizes for it, and 2 different types of materials. So you can get it in vinyl, you can get it in aluminum, and of those 3 sizes, 2 are correct. One is the best answer because it fits more snugly, and some people rely on the absolute wrong piece. And sometimes you need to just give them what they need without telling them. So as you might understand, when they catch you in it and they finally see that you're doing that without telling them, you have to find a way to break that to them without insulting their intelligence, which is more or less what you're doing when you kind of do that backhanded, or not be backhanded, but behind the back type like stuff. So you're accounting for quite a bit, as you might understand. But that was my job. I mean, there was organizational stuff, but I caught on to that eventually. A lot of financial crap that I needed to be dealing with, and honestly, the only times I was ever behind with that was either A, because I didn't receive proper training, something I'll deal with later, I'll talk about later rather, so something that I was held behind with because of technical issues of some sort, or worse yet, something where back to financial type like stuff where it was just basically customers limiting my ability to apply the knowledge that I was given. So that's like in base what I was up to. However, after I started, and like right almost immediately, things got bad. Like, bottom line, it's a very busy industry, and it is a very busy time of the year when I got started in the middle of August. And I never really, as a result, I never really received much formal training, which is always a recipe for disaster, especially with something like this. The last time that this happened to me was in a very similar situation with a very similar industry with very similar coworkers that resulted in a very similar situation. Go figure, right? But received very little formal training. And when I say formal training, I don't need my hand held. I'm almost 40 now. I don't want to sit for days in an office and watching training videos, or I don't need to be sitting here having somebody like talk to me like I'm 5, telling me the ins and outs. I don't need to watch another Wimmis video. I don't know if anybody knows what Wimmis is here outside of where I live. I don't need to watch another video on money laundering. I don't need to have the typical, what I want to call it, the Walmart training procedure, let's say. I don't need to have that. But what I do need is something that actually teaches me the knowledge of each individual situation that I might be facing day in and day out, so that way I don't make any mistakes. However, I did not receive that. I can recall 2 separate situations through, I think, the first 3 weeks. Pardon me. Through the first 3 weeks that I started at my job, where I was sat down and actually brought through certain tasks. These were individual tasks that I would not be faced with very frequently. Actually, 3 situations. The other one was much later on down the road, and that was honestly, I think, just because it was a task that she wanted to pass on to me, but that's neither here nor there. That wasn't really training. It did not take long for the toxicity to start. As a result of my not receiving formal training, I started making mistakes. Some of these mistakes were made apparent immediately. Some of these mistakes were not made apparent for weeks, and some of these mistakes were not made apparent for a month or more. But there were enough, whether small or not so small, but never humongous. There was one that would probably qualify as potentially humongous, but it didn't get there. I may or may not get to that because it's really irrelevant at the end of the day. But basically, with exception to 4 days, 2 of which my direct supervisor, or my direct superior rather, was not even in the building, every day it was something. And I don't mean just like a bicker or a nitpick, because there was plenty of that, don't get me wrong. There wasn't was it just like annoying stuff? A lot of what was there at least once a day, every day, and I mean like some days were multiple occurrences of this, was condescension, punching down, just like, you know how a bad mother would scold and lecture a child for, let's say, not cleaning their room? That's how she talked to me, basically. Treated me like a petulant child that was ungrateful for the support that they were receiving. I'm almost 40. Now, there are other nuances to this situation, that some of which are understandable. For example, my direct superior also had a direct superior who was rarely ever in the building because they were a sales manager, who was well known, and I mean, I never directly saw it, but I heard it over the phone plenty of times, where he was barreling hellfire and brimstone down at my direct superior. There was a lot of times when that got passed down to me. The next occurrence of a mistake that I received a lecture on was made even worse by the fact that this person, her direct superior, was giving her shit for something. So, shit rolls downhill. That's a nuance that I often overlooked, but it made a lot of sense. Not that it made things better for me per se, but it made sense. A lot of things too were shit that she would get from clientele. If a mistake was made, she never heard the end of it, especially if it was big. And I can recall on at least 3 different occasions where she borked things big time. Like, big time. So, not only would she get it from her clientele, she would get it from sales manager, and she would probably get it from somebody else within the company internally as well. And that got passed on to me as well, regardless of whether or not I did anything wrong or whether or not something was actually going on at the moment. I heard about it in some way, shape, or form. There was also that. There were specific instances where she tried to communicate a enforcing of a rule through threats and ultimatums. When I say threats, let me use an example. One time, I went to an area of our warehouse where I should have worn my steel-toe boots. I did not, because I was in a situation where direct superior was not available and nobody was at their desk, and I needed information that I presently didn't have. So I went back into the warehouse against the ruling that says that I shouldn't have gone in that area without steel-toe boots. Well, this caused my direct superior to come up in such a tizzy that to drive her point home, she said, if I'm getting fined, I'm going to make you pay the fine, and if something happens to me, I'm taking you down with me. It wasn't enough that there was a lecture. It wasn't enough that there was the yelling and the condescension. It was the threat that had to follow. Like I was a child. Like like a child. Like, you ever do that again, I'm tanning your hide. Like, you ever do that again, I'm spanking you so hard, your grandchildren are gonna feel it. Like that kind of attitude to another adult human being. Like, I just don't understand why some people have to act that way, but that's an example. And it's not an uncommon occurrence with this particular person whenever they needed to get something across. And that honestly just kind of made me sad for her. She also is a habitual liar. She is the kind of person who, again, in order to drive home a point, she will fabricate things in order to support something that she needs to get across. It's a tactic that I'm very familiar with. I've seen it in my family, and it just happens a lot with them. And I think it's an age group, or if you've come from a home where people do this, she did that as well. one other major thing that kind of irons the point of the toxicity that I experienced here. And again, through this, I'm not condoning, or not condoning my actions. I'm owning, if nothing else, my role in a lot of this. Through the course of my 2 months of employment, August to September, September to October, 2 months of employment, I called in 3 times. Two of them happened because of down here. We had a flooding situation that was mostly due to, I suspect, another resident in this triplex who started, let's say, flushing things that they probably shouldn't have. Caused a clog, and because it's a triplex that funnels through to this particular unit, because it's in the middle, we got a flood. It took forever for it to get diagnosed as a flood because of the fact that, let's just say incompetence. I'm not going to get off on that tangent, but let's just say incompetence. Visit that happened on Monday. The Monday through that week, I had to take that off to only find out that nobody came on Monday. Fantastic. I stayed on the Wednesday where another visitation was supposed to occur because I prioritized my work. That didn't get respected. And then the Friday, because it had gotten so bad that I had to constantly hand bomb water out of my basement into our backyard, or else there would be severe damage to everything that's down there. There's a lot of sentimental stuff down there. And then there's like sewage and all this fun stuff that happens with backwater in a situation like this. So not only was I worried about water damage, I was also worried about just stuff getting in the air. It was making us sick. So 2 days as a result of that. She was none too pleased, of course. I mean, busy season in construction, I get it. But I had no choice. I had absolutely no choice. The third occurrence, however, was legitimately because I had a bout with food poisoning, and I was just shitting and puking so often that I couldn't be far from the toilet. Then when I wasn't puking or shitting, I was suffering with stomach cramps, or battling stomach cramps. So I was just useless to the world that day. I just so happened to happen on a Friday, so that probably made it look not so great. But to be fair, I also don't care. It's what needed to be done. Like, I can't do anything about that. But the weekend after the third occurrence, she didn't come in for 2 days. Did not announce where she was. Did not announce when she was coming back. And when she did come back on the following Wednesday, and like, never talk to me, just talk to our warehouse manager, because of course, you know, don't do me any fucking conveniences. But when she come back the following Wednesday, because I approved something that she needed not to happen, and again, she left me zero, no notes, no, you know, I'd appreciate this, I'd appreciate that, nothing. I proved something she didn't want to happen, and then she's like, don't call in again. And I'm like, well, okay, let's have an open discussion about this. What if there's another emergency like the ones that have happened in the past. Primarily the first two occurrences that happened here. I can try and work with sicknesses, but what if? What was I supposed to do then? And she was like, and through me asking questions like that, she continually fired back, just don't argue. Just don't argue. I don't want to hear it. Just don't argue. And I'm like, no, we're adults. We're going to talk this out. I don't want to hear somebody talking to me like this. If I have another emergency, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? And I just wanted her to tell me, no, I want you to come in. I want you to suffer. I want your family to get sick. I want those words to come out of her mouth, but instead I got excuses. It's basically like, I don't want to hear your life story. You just need to be at work. Period, end of story. Now, we all know life doesn't work like that, but that's how she acted. So, that was a drag-out fight that God knows how long it was. It was like a 20 minutes, half an hour of us yelling at each other, basically. I wasn't even angry. I was incredulous. I was like just out of my mind with frustration, and just like nothing was making sense. So I'm just having this like, what do you want me to do? You want me to pull a horseshoe out of my ass and make fantasy happen? She even, like, for example, one of the things that she argues, like, you just need to not pay your rent, withhold rent, and make it so they do what they need to do. And I'm like, that doesn't work like that. That doesn't work like that. You want to know what happens 9 out of 10 times? Is the landlord gets even more scummy, does zero for you. You have to go and get tied in with what's called the tribunal around here. You get roped into months and months of litigation where your place is just basically neglected. And the situation that was originally supposed to be solved just keeps getting worse and worse. And that's to say, if that doesn't cause other problems. You can't just withhold rent to solve a problem. Like, not everybody's going to look at that and go, well, they're withholding rent. Maybe I should be not a bad person. Maybe I should be not a dumbass. Oh, well, that was a real wake-up call. Maybe I should get up off my ass and do my job. That doesn't work like that. And it's my reaction here is exactly how I was with her. And a lot of it was like, when she would say something, my initial reaction would be like, I can't believe I'm hearing this. I can't, like, what? Like, this, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, but it's incredulity. What? How have you gotten through life for longer than I have and believe that this is something there must be something fundamentally wrong with your mental processing, or you're just that stupid to believe that this is something that you do in order to get your way? That's not how it works. It's not how it works at all. And then when I tried to appeal to her on the, I have a partner, I have a kid, she doesn't have either of those things. So I basically got the rundown that I'm a bad father, I'm a bad partner, I'm just not good at what I do at home. And if I was good at that, then I'd be able to come in and be a good worker, So that was the argument. I was bad at being a partner. I was bad at being a father. I was bad at taking care of myself and my home. And that's why I couldn't come in. Not because of the situation that was terrible and required my attention, because of the incompetence of someone that I needed to rely on. It was because of me. It was my fault. When that was directly implied, that's when I got elevated. That's when I was like, no, I'm not taking that shit. I don't care who you are, what horse you thought you rode in on, where you came from, where you managed before. I don't care how hoity-toity or lined with gold your bullshit was before. You don't talk to me like that. You don't imply that with me. And I'm sick of that shit. So I kind of let her have it. And that was a big deal. Of course, I think that was also the point where she had about had enough, because shit went south real fucking quick. So all these things I've been talking about just got worse and worse and worse and worse, until I started noticing a trend that came to a head last Wednesday, I want to say, where there was a big throwdown about an error. Now, when I'm taking orders, let's say you need 20 things, and you need 20 of this and 10 of this and so on and so forth, and let's say one of them we don't have enough on hand in order to fulfill the order, that part of the order, our system leaves that shit blank until I go in and I manually input the number that should be on that order. Now, I've caught shit enough times on how to do this that I don't put decimal numbers unless they're even, like a quarter of a whole being 0.25, or half being 0.5, or a tenth being 0.1, and so on and so forth. If it's not a clean fucking fraction, it's not good. I'm not using decimals. I caught shit for that once, and once only, and I stopped doing it. This order went out with, that I'm referring to here, went out with something like 2.785, which is like, basically, like, I think in that case of like 2 boxes of siding with 10 pieces or something to that effect. The way the system works is I would have had to have manually put it in that way. When the guy got his delivery of 2 boxes and 10 pieces or whatever, and he's expecting 24 fucking boxes, he as well is incredulous. When he calls, he goes, I just got a delivery from you guys, where's all the rest of my fucking siding? And I'm like, that's a great question, let me look into it. And I pull it up and I see this and I'm going, okay, I check into it, has it been edited? Okay, I don't see that it's been edited, it doesn't look like anything's been touched, but it was inputted by me. So I talked to my direct superior about it. I'm like, well, okay, everything that I've learned up to this point does not make sense to this. And she immediately went, well, why did you promise him 24 boxes then? I'm like, at that time, and again, I should note, this was a month ago. More than a month ago at this point. More than a month ago. We shouldn't have promised that to him then. Okay? But I don't ever promise anybody anything until I look up our stock to avoid me talking to you, because right now at this point I'm pretty sure I hate you. Oh well, when was the order created? I pipe off the date and she's like, well, we didn't have that in stock on that day. Using whatever strategy she's never used before, she's never referred to before, that she's never ever pulled out of her hat, and that should have been a red flag, but whatever. I watched her do this, and she says, well, that stock wasn't there on that day. Why did you promise it? I'm like, I don't fucking know. You know what? I must have spaced out. But I know when you input it, it stays blank until you put a manual number in there. And you've told me a number of times, don't use crazy fucking decimals. And as per usual, she has an answer for that too. Well, no, when you punch it in, it takes from what we have. No, it fucking doesn't. You have to do that manually. But I didn't say it then. I really fucking should have, because I got shit canned a couple of days later. But basically, more or less, what I think happened, and I'm all like so close to being able to prove it, is there was the 24. I checked, and it was put in the order, and she took several boxes from it, gave them to other customers, which is something she's done with other orders before in the past. And then when it came time to accept accountability for the fuck up she made, because she knew I was getting shit canned, threw me under the bus, made me accept accountability. So not only did I have to eat her shit, I had to eat some shit of some guy on the phone twice on 2 occasions, eat shit from our sales manager, eat shit from God knows who else. And it wasn't even my fuck up. That's the toxicity I had to deal with at this place. That is like everything wrapped up in a neat little ball. This person was so concerned with saving her own ass that she saw me leaving the company as an opportunity to cover her own ass. That's how little she values people outside of herself. That is a garbage thing to do to a person. Period. End of story. I don't care who you are or who you think you are. That is a garbage thing to do to somebody. Period. End of story. I don't give a shit about anything. You could have had 1 million people tell you you have a heart of gold. You are an amazing person. You almost won gold on fucking The Voice one time, and everybody thought you were a great singer and a good personality and all this, that. I don't give a fuck. That is a garbage way to treat a human being. Period. And I did nothing. Nothing. Not a thing to bring that on to myself. Not one. Maybe other than, and if everything is to be believed from what I've been told, the only thing I did was not cut it. And I don't even believe that 100%. I think, personally, one of 3 things happened. My direct superior believed I was insubordinate. She ain't taking that shit. She believed that her reputation as whatever that reputation is, was at risk with me on staff. Or she felt that I would drag her down with her. Say nothing about the quality of my work. Everything where my judgment was concerned, and I have the receipts. Everything came down to her. Everything came down to her. So a lot of this could have just been her bad judgment, or just her being a bad person, and this is her covering for it. That there was no way that this was going to result in good times for everybody if we were both on staff at the same place at the same time. So that's that, I guess. So as a result of all this, because I'm the new guy, because it was easier to deal with me than it was to deal with the source of the situation. I got fired. Now, I should note that for all the mistakes I made, the small or the less than small ones, through this time, there were days where she herself made more mistakes, and there were some days where she made bigger mistakes, stuff that she should have known too. For her 3 years of being there, that's another thing that's rich. She's treating her tenure like she's been there for 15, 20 years. She's been there for 3 years. As a branch manager the entire time, essentially. We, in this year, including me, have had 4 employees in my spot. And you want to know what she was before? And this is, again, if she's to be believed. You want to know what she was before? She was a manager, like a mid-level management at Lush. I don't know if you know what Lush is, but I assure you, it is not the glory that she made it out to be. Every time she referred to her skills or to her heightened ability, she referred to her managing at Lush. And let me give you a news flash, sweetie. I've managed too. That does not mean that I'm the be-all and end-all of anything. And neither are you. And I will tell you this, if you manage to watch my stream, if you manage to watch my YouTube, you watch this on YouTube or what have you, you are welcome to talk to me the way you did when you were my manager. Without that now. Let's see how big you talk with you outside of those walls. Let's catch ourselves in the mall or on the street or, whatever, let's have a chat, a little discussion. I want you to try and talk to me the way that you used to. And I want you to try and pull some of the same shit you did before. And I guarantee you, there will be no threats. There will be no promises of action. It'll be the last time you ever do anything like that to me ever again. Now that that's clear and we're done, I can move on. Now, as you might understand, again, my throat's been kind of scratchy and things have not been so great as far as that's concerned. The primary reason for that is that one of my cathartic releases for a situation like this is screaming out. Unfortunately, when I'm in situations like this, I'm so angry and upset that I don't know how to limit it, and I screamed myself hoarse on Friday. I just want to be very clear to any burgeoning management types out there. If you treat an employee like this, or a series of employees like this, it will come back to bite you in the ass. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be this month, might not even be this year, might not even be for a while, might not ever happen. But there's a good chance that it's going to bite you in the ass, and when it does bite you in the ass, it's going to be bad. Because you're going to say and do the wrong shit to the wrong person at the wrong time when they're going through something. And it's going to be bad. But part of me just says, you know what? Go ahead. Be this way to these people. Because I want each and every one of you to suffer the penalty of your hubris. If many of you even know what hubris means. Like, I feel like I'm using way too many syllables for this situation. Like, I'm burning brain power on this. What does that mean for my life? I'm going to have to shift things around. The wages were good, and I was starting to get used to them. And now I don't have them. I actually sat in that office when they finally handed me a termination paper and looked me in the eyes and said, well, you know, this is a hard job and we just, not everybody's cut out for this. And it's like, I'm trying my hardest not to say, but it's not because of this. See you next Tuesday? Oh, okay. John's supposed to expect to... Oh, yeah, it's my fault. Okay. Okay. But, yeah, I mean... So, yeah, anyways. As you might expect, I was getting used to having those wages. I was getting used to having that income. Just getting used to it. Just starting to rely on it. And shit went south. So there's going to be some changes to how I do things here. There's going to be some changes to what I ask of you. And there's going to be some changes to maybe scheduling. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll make more content. We shall see. I'll brainstorm in a little bit. First things first, though, we're going to do an ad break real quick. And we'll go over some of those changes. I gotta get myself a drink, though, and close some of the windows because it's getting kind of chilly in here. And I will be right back. Bullshit, you know it.
Strike, I think we can go with the family attack on the other and just kind of auto. We finally got to see one. There we go. Enemy kind of taking a break. Yes, silly bitch. I love Nanami for the record. I think she's an absolutely wonderful character. One of my favorites in this game, hands down. And there's a lot to choose from. Whoa, that was cool. That was amazing. I'm clipping the shit out of that. I think that's the first bolt I've actually seen.
Any gems you get that we've already donated, sell them.
So, sorry to catch you up. I've been walking around like a dummy trying to find this character when all I had to do was stand in that stationary spot. That specific stationary spot. There is only one video and it's in frickin' Japanese that has this. So, I walk into the restaurant. There is a normal prompt for a cook-off. Okay, cooks are facing off. Barbara's face down on the ground. Okay, maybe a choking incident? No. The challenging cooks came in and said, I poisoned your storage person, and we're gonna withhold the antidote that we're holding right here.
Hello, folks. I am back. And we're gonna play a little magic because I was leaving it up to anybody who wanted to come in, but nobody's coming in. So we're just gonna chill with some magic because it is a game that I can play seriously and casually with about the same amount of effort. So we're gonna go ahead and get that taken care of. So like I mentioned, there's gonna be some there's gonna be some changes happening to stream. I'm not entirely certain what they're gonna be entirely, but there will be some changes. Reason being is that I'm not gonna be working, so I might stream more often. I might make more content. We shall see. Fucking hell, alchemy cards. Ugh. Alright, so the first and most obvious thing, like I mentioned, is as far as you guys are concerned, is I will likely be changing my stream schedule. Now, does this mean I'm going to be changing my stream schedule in terms of my one Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Most likely not. The idea here is I am going to be creating a daily task list for myself that will daily include doing stuff relating to finding work and relating to basically making use of my free time as opposed to moping around and doing nothing and feeling bad for myself, which is easy enough as it is. I don't need additional reasons to do shit like that. I don't need to be moping around. I need to get shit done. I need to get back on the workforce. And I can't do that if I'm just feeling sorry for myself. It's the bottom line. I've got all this set up for instance and sorceries and nothing doing. So not only that, like I said, I might be creating other content as well. I've got an album to make. I've got done zero work on that because of my job. Well, the job that I used to have anyway. I don't know why he did that to young Pyromancer. The burn is what's more concerning, but whatever. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 cards so I can get instants and sorceries, hopefully. You know what? I'll hold on to that. I don't need that 1 mana that badly. So more blogging, more music, possibly more video content. We shall see. Jesus Christ. Wow. that sucked. Thankfully, I've got both of those creatures in hand, so... You think this was a gotcha moment, but it truly wasn't. If that card was any more top-tier green, it probably would have given him a land, too. So yeah. I'm gonna get back on content generation and not just streaming. This also means that I'm not gonna spend the streams just kind of sitting around feeling sorry for myself as well. I'm not experiencing this toxic workplace that I've described. I'm not going to be sitting here focused on the bullshit that I'm going through at my work. It's going to be more about, you know, be way more about, how to put this, way more about, oh my god. Alright, yeah, you get your free 7 damage. Enjoy it. You're not getting it for very long. Yep. We're gonna get like a whole shit ton of counters. Yeah, go for it, bud. And we got some lands. Sweet. Yeah, enjoy your 8/8 while it's still able to deal 8 damage to me. Oh, and by the way, eat shit, you son of a bitch. So now you're going up against an 8/12 defender. So yeah. Now, what does this mean for my stream? This might mean I might become more of a... How to put... Oh, you fucker. Okay. You might have an additional trick, but I'm banking on not. Alright. Fuck, I gotta bounce that son of a bitch. I have to bounce him. I don't have a choice. I have to find a way to do it. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh my god. This is gonna get crazy. I love it. This is exactly the kind of game that I wanted to play tonight. Good luck trampling over that, you son of a bitch. So, yeah. I might be more of a variety streamer going forward. Does that mean I'll stop playing JRPGs? No. It just might mean I might play a little bit more of a different type in between. That also means I'll get a chance to interact with some of you, which might mean that some of you might come out to see my streams more often, hopefully. Oh. Okay. He's pulling out alchemy cards. Alright, folks. Shit's about to get spicy. Okay. How do we do this? I'm looking for this to be a long dive. No, I have to keep that, and I'll give away my steam vents. I still have 4 mana. I might be able to do enough. Yep, that's it. You just basically conceded. Good shit. Oh man, this was almost a problem. Oh man, what a game. I enjoyed that. Whoop. All right, so how to put this? Things will be becoming more frequent, or maybe the quality, just the quality will change. But for streaming, I will probably be streaming more frequently. I'll still do my one Monday, Wednesday, Friday setup, but then I may alternate a little bit, maybe do something on Tuesday and Thursday as well, through like maybe an afternoon or something. We shall see. The idea, like I said before, is to not to do just busy work, but to have stuff to do. Not only stuff to do, but productive stuff to do. And a lot of it will center around giving me time to look for work and meaningfully look for work. So not just, okay, easy apply, easy apply, easy apply. Some stuff will require me to jump through some hoops. And if it's worth it, I'll jump through the hoops. Let's keep going back to this. I love this deck so much. Draw burn is like one of my favorite things to do in Magic. So yeah. So I'm just looking, I look at, so my partner, I'm going to go ahead and toss her a shout out here. So go SO. I hope this works this way. Okay. Did I just break my chat? No, I just have to re-log in, I think. OBS is wonderful. Alright, so I'll do it here then. Oh, there it is. So it just took a long time. We'll get rid of the counter spell, I guess. So it said it. Oh yeah, it's because I made it a command. Or not a command, a channel points thing. Alright, that didn't work. So this will work though. There we go. So this is my partner, everybody.
Jube, hello, thank you so much for joining.
She's really ingrained in the cozy Animal Crossing community. And I've seen some of the work that she's put in, and I've seen some of the returns that she's been getting on it. And I would love to get something like that. I kind of look up to some of the stuff that she's been doing. So I would love to kind of follow in her footsteps in that regard. So it might take some time to do something similar with that as well. There's a lot that I'm going to have on my plate initially. I think my main focus is going to be blogging, music, and streaming as far as immediately is concerned, where it doesn't concern my, what do you want to call it? Where it doesn't like real life stuff. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. So yeah, I mean, hopefully it all works out. I really fully don't count on it working out, and I have a lot of apprehension about moving forward because the last time I did, I ended up with one of the largest breaks from work I've ever had that wasn't pandemic related. But this is another case of this was meant to be the one. It sounded, before I stepped in there, before I did my first shift, it looked like it was going to be great, and if it wasn't going to be great, it was going to be worth it. Sadly, it turned out to be that it wasn't. Oh, what the hell? Was the battery not good on this? Shit. Let's draw our cards. Okay, that wasn't bad. I'll take that. Go ahead. Block it. I don't care. Ah, Scoot Swarm. Shit. Yep. Scoot Swarm is already going off. Fuck. Fuck me. Oh, that sucks. GG, yep. We already have a target. I need to get on top of Scoot Swarm before it goes off. Alright. So. It's gonna be kind of a Hail Mary, but that is not an instant or sorcery. Neither is that. Shit. Alright, well, don't want to do this either, but I don't really have much of a choice. Come on, instant or sorcery, did not get it. Oh well. Alright, so we're kind of hoping that I go faster than he does. Or they do. Sorry, based on the username, that was an assumption. Shit. I'm gonna have to move fast. I am going to have to pray for removal. Or a bounce spell of some sort, or else I'm screwed. Top deck is gonna be absolutely vital. Okay, top deck, top deck, top deck. Come on, you didn't even hit me too much. Oh, that's not bad. But I don't have combo in hand. Combo is, so basically this card combined with Curiosity is a very well-known combo. I'm not going to explain it until I have it, but, shit. I'm going to take a chance. I need that bounce spell or a shock even. I gotta dig. Oh, come the fuck on. Alright, then a shock I'm looking for. I'll last until next turn, so we'll just have to hold off on attacking and pray that I get a chance to get this frantic inventory off. Basically, if they don't have game, I've in this turn, I've won. They're pretty damn close, but thank God for summoning sickness. Ah, shit. Oh, Daxil gains some life. That's right. Okay, not cool, not cool. It's fine. This is fine. So they'll get to untap all of their lands, but they don't have any cards in hand. So that's okay. It's fine. We'll block most of that damage and kill a Johnny's Pride Mate, which is absolutely fine. That is not what I wanted. Right, that's fine. Still digging, like, there we go, there's our bounce spell, and we'll draw a card, and just for shits and giggles, and we have game. Good game, sir. You knew what was up as soon as it happened. Yep. You knew what I was digging for, too. Like, yeah, I can only draw so many cards before I get it, you know what I mean? You let me draw them, so why the fuck wouldn't I get it eventually? See, this is good. I put it up for people to suggest a game, and I was like, well, okay. I could chill with some Stardew Valley. I've been getting back into that lately, but I'm like, that's a game I like to play on stream if I have like engagement, so that way I have a little bit of guidance, because I'm not exactly great at Stardew, let's say, because I haven't played it in a long time. But Magic, I don't necessarily need to have people interacting in order to have a good time. So, here I am, basically alone on stream, but having a good time. Feels kind of good getting some of that stuff off of my chest, but a lot of it is like, it still happened, and it sucks. It sucks a lot. Oh, what are you gonna do though? You know? What are you gonna do? Wow. I seem to be getting like almost the same hand every game. It's not terrible though. I'll take it. We'll make these pathways one of each. Oh, hey, look at that. Don't really need to now. Bop, bop, instant 2 damage on turn 1. Yeah, buddy. We're alpha force over here. A Rupture Spire on turn 2. Ouchie. That doesn't feel good, man. That doesn't feel good at all. Why are you playing Rupture Spire in fucking Historic anyways? Chronicler of Worship enters the battlefield. Put a random shrine card from among the top 7 cards of your library into your hand. This perpetually gains this spell cost 1 less to cast. Then shuffle and taps for 1 mana of any color. That is good if you're playing shrines or something like that, which I suspect this guy is. Let's go off into hyperspeed. Okay, Sulphur Falls is not bad. Really just doing this for the ads. We're gonna leave you, because I do not want to do a trade, even though that is a worthy trade. I don't want to do it because I don't have a backup for Young Pyromancer. And there's the gentleman's first shrine. All right. Do I bounce this? Yep. I most certainly bounce it. I should have taken the kicker on that one. Force you to spend 5 mana on that. Oh, God, that feels terrible. And I love doing it. Alright. Gutter Snipe goes out. We bounce it again. Say what you want. Of course he's not going to take that trade. I don't think he can cast that thing with... Oh, yes, he can. Okay. It's a good choice. It's not the best choice for this situation, but it's a good choice. There's the other one. There we go. Alright. 2 kill spells. That was a salty move, sir. And a completely understandable salty move. You're gonna hate me a whole lot in about half a second. I mean, it's slower. It generates tokens slower, but still. That's a bad feel, man. That is a bad feel. Is this game? Is this gonna be game? Because I feel like this is gonna be game. Yep, there it is. Oh, man. Feels good, dude. Feels good. I got treated like shit at the workplace, and eventually I got shit canned for it, but at least I kick ass at Magic. Oh, that didn't make me feel very good. Saying it like that. Ooh. What is this? Restless Spire. Enters the battlefield tapped. Tap for blue or red. Then you can pay a blue or red until end of turn. It becomes a 2/1 blue and red elemental with, as long as it's your turn, this creature has first strike. It's still a land. Whenever Restless Spire attacks, scry 1. That's a creature land, and it's not great. Why is it rare? It is a gate that can turn into a creature. Fantastic. That might actually have a place as like maybe a modern card, or like a, where you're desperate to get off like 2 additional damage in an open field on like turn 2 or 3. Like I don't see the application for it in a like a competitive setting. Excuse me. It's a very casual card. It's a non-basic. And there are certain decks that benefit from having a lot of non-basics, so I understand, but I just don't like it. Four lands, a Sprite Dragon, a Locust God, and an Into the Royal. Alright, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. I will bite. Too many lands, though. 5 lands in the start, in a deck that's all about spell slinging and drawing cards. And Curiosity combo. Being able to go, like, ramp directly into Locust God might be good, though. And it's not ramping, though. Well, somebody respects what Sprite Dragon does. That is a very special case removal spell. Alright, another land. So now we have enough land to cast us the Locust God. What does this guy do? Hallowed Priest. Whenever you gain life, put 1/1 counter on Hallowed Priest. Otherwise, completely vanilla. I'm okay with that, but first, have a young Pyromancer. All these lands, sweet fucking cupping cakes, man. Alright. Actually, no, this is one where I can do the kicker and not suffer too bad. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say no to that. I'll draw a card. We're at 4. This will be 5. You're almost there. Go ahead and trade your Hallowed Priest for a fucking token. So the whole thing with work is a trade-off, right? I'm not working anymore, but I'm also not working for one of the most toxic places I've ever worked. So it's like, well, alright, you know, that's great, but you're at wages. So it's like, it sucks. But by the same note, it's better for my mental health. So it's like, I'm not sure internally how to feel about it. Leaving there feels like a win, but it's also a loss. And it's the loss part of it is that the people who've set me back, the people who did these things to me and made me feel this way, will never, ever, ever, at least as far as I know, and they might have to, I'll never figure it out, but I'll never find out whether or not they have to suffer the same things that I did, or worse. I'll never know. It's probably not my place, but I want them to suffer badly. Like, these people have no business working in a professional atmosphere. Let's put it that way. How are we doing on time here? Are we doing all right? Oh yeah, I've got another half hour before pre-rolls are a problem. That's a lot of work on a token that I could just basically eliminate with a bounce spell. Okay, that's a good move with Locust God out. I don't know if that was a really good use of your mana, but I can understand what... Okay. That's a lot of work for a token. I just turn the... I just wanna... Is it locked? Is that why? Yeah, I think it's locked. Yeah, it's locked. Oh well. I will suffer it. Go ahead, kill one of my insects. I really could care less. I could not care less. That's the actual expression. I could not care less. another one of these sons of bitches. Alright, that's fine. Catch you later. Smell you later, hamstray. Hey, subtitles caught it. I love that. Okay, whatever. 6 free damage. Take it. I'm still winning next turn. I hope you feel good about yourself. Maybe not next turn. Get pretty damn close. If I don't kill you next turn, then. You have one blocker. Go ahead. No, you're not even gonna block. Alright, fine. Fuck you, I get to draw this card. Keep him a blocker just as a secret fuck you. Oh man. We're also going to have to be defaulting back to the, if you want to see me play it, you're going to have to help me get it, kind of a situation. I also have changed my goal for my coffee as well. The goal being strictly like no donations. For any organization, I need that all to come to me. As much as charitable is nice right now, I absolutely need all the help that I can get. I really should have shocked that thing, but... So, we doing poison counter strictly, folks? Is that the game today? Is that what's on the docket? So I get 3 poison counters next turn. This turn. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, this needs to be dealt with. And now. Boom, boom, boom. Get yourself fucked. I have about enough of that shit. Why is it every deck has like well over 100? Alright, now I'm a little angry. Now I'm a little angry. That's alright. It's the fact that I'm being so readily answered by a fucking poison counter deck. I had 3 mana and I still don't have enough for a creature. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, no, that's enough for next turn. If I cast this, then that's it. I have no options to cast at all. That's it. That's game. Ow. Hold up. As nice as this chair is, it's still a lot to sit in one position for so long. Cool. Alright, that's a little better. That wasn't even an answer to this deck. It was, I just didn't get enough on the battlefield. And I probably shouldn't have taken the hand that I did, honestly. Oh, man. Oh, is this going to be a Rakdos deck or a Gruul that I'm up against? Based on the avatar they've selected, this is not a good hand to keep because I have no red mana. That's not great either, but it is better. I have an answer right there, so. I will give up Locust God. It's fine. Depending on how this goes, I may shock anything they bring out, and yeah, it looks like we might be dealing with Gruul here. Another deck that's well over 100 cards. I don't understand it. I truly do not understand it. Okay, we're gonna play reactive here, because if he's playing Gruul, if they're playing Gruul, sorry, we're likely dealing with something that is gonna be big, it's gonna get greasy, and it's gonna be hasty. And I need to be able to answer it, because they'll likely also have trample. Yeah, I'm called it so far. Okay. Might not have to worry so much about trample. If you're answering a whatchamacallit. If you're answering a young pyromancer, that's probably oh god. If you're answering something like young pyromancer, it means that you don't want tokens, which means that a lot of stuff probably will not have trample. Or at least I'm hoping that's what that means. I could be completely off the mark, but he's got 4 mana and he's not yet played one creature. It's strange to me. Like, he played a Molten Impact. Solid. It's a frickin' sorcery with trample, essentially. Like, but he has to cast something to take advantage of that. And I just don't know why they aren't. Like, there's got to be a method there. Yeah, it's a draw engine and then a benefit to draw. Like, don't get too excited there, pal. But I know he's sitting on instants now. They're sitting on instants. So on this turn, that's 8 damage I've done in total. I'm okay with this. And then, so not 8, 10 damage in total between burn and combat. That's good times. This isn't great. So hoodoo. Oh, this might be why, because it's not a gruel creature focus, it's all werewolves, maybe. So this creature is very werewolf tribal focused. Yeah. Alright. Let's draw our cards. Okay. That's not what I wanted, but I will make do. Okay, you want 3 damage that badly? Go for it, bro. Yeah, you got tricks. I'm not. Yeah, I knew it. Alright. Get your damage. Get it out of your system, bud. You're gonna wish you had. That went better for this player than they could have hoped. Oh, okay. Gruel combat tricks. Touché. Okay. May have just done me in. But it's just one creature. Top deck of the fucking year. Yes! Top deck of the fucking year. Aw, man. Son of a bitch. Oh. I mean, he's gonna replay it, obviously, but... I've got this to sit on now. So... Good times. You get an extra 2 damage, go for it, bud. Excuse me. Yep, almost got there. One short. Oh, get your life. Son of a bitch. Alright. The tenacious pup has got one. God damn it. Well, it was nice. I almost turned that game around. Then my deck just decided I don't need creatures. I don't need any sort of answers or anything not given. I got 2 very brilliant answers, but they didn't lead to anything, so it's like, what good is a rubber dinghy when you're out in the middle of the ocean and that dinghy's leaking? Okay, what's here? 2 endgame pieces, Sprite Dragon, Frantic Inventory, and a turn 1. Without the ability to play turn 1. It's still not terrible. I'll take a Wizard class and a Sprite Dragon all day, every day. I need to get to 3 mana at some point, so in order for that to really be good. But I'm going to take it against my best judgment. There's my 3rd mana. Alright. Alright. Actually, you know what? Bop. We're going to go blue. Yep. And then Wizard class will be my first turn play. Shit. I didn't even check my pre-roll. There we go. We are off to the races. Get lucky. Get lucky, ducky. Azorius. He's got an actual normal deck size. Which means they're gonna have counters out the ass. Or some form of control. I mean, unless he's playing, or they're playing angels. Am I really racing to play my Niv Mizzet? Is that the angle we're going here? I didn't really count on it, but alright, let's go. Oh my god, alright. That's fine, that's fine. I got nothing to play. Let's just hit with Sprite Dragon again. Why not? We got about 10 minutes of pre-rolls. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so we got about 10 minutes to go before we got to do another ad break. So hopefully we can get through this game before our 10 minutes is up. Oh, what is this? Spells you cast this turn that are white and or blue cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. That's an interesting spell. Yeah, I would gather that they were going to be playing against angels, because that's really the only spells I can think of in blue and white that you would want to make cheaper. Unless, like, there's long bomb removal, but I don't know if there's really a call for it. Yeah, I know. We're gonna do that. Doesn't have reach, so if you want to get 2 free damage, by all means go for it. You're still gonna have to cast other spells in order to really take advantage of this, so. That angel doesn't have lifelink, does it? No. Okay. I'm okay with that. And I called it. It's an angel. Until end of turn damage, it will reduce your life total to less than 1, reduces it to 1 instead. Okay, so that's like a light. That saves your life, basically. Exile from gray. Okay. Okay, I see how this works. Yeah, I see how that works. I know I'm kind of showing my hand here by playing Niv Mizzet Perun, but I'm hoping one of 2 things happens. Okay, that's fine. One of two things happens. He either targets Niv Mizzet as a threat, which they should because it is, or they play into it and forget entirely that the main threat of Niv Mizzet Perun is in its abilities. Alright, so proof. We have way too many lands in our hand. Did I do at least? Well, we're gonna find out right quick. There's one creature done. There's two creatures. And you see how this is doing work, even without the combo. The combo is with Curiosity, and it goes infinite, basically, until your opponent is dead. I still didn't draw Curiosity. That's interesting. Now, at this point, I'm totally counting on my opponent trying to, yeah, does exactly that. I'm actually surprised I didn't see a farewell. Okay. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. This is meant to be like a prime early game setup. So for him to basically wipe the field and then play Bishop of Wings and an Elspeth Resplendence, sorry, this is a great response. So I had to start over, but this is a great start. And technically, you only set me back with Niv Mizzet Perun. You didn't really remove it per se. I mean, yes, you did, but I have them in hand, so. Okay, so let's fucking go off. Let's do you. How much mana do we have left? Do we have enough for? We do not. Alright, well, anything that relies on cards being drawn needs to go down first. For the card, yeah, that's a good game. And Curiosity combo. Yeah, buddy. Alright. So, how Curiosity combo works, now that we have a moment to talk about it and we actually have the cards. This is Niv Mizzet Perun. The ability you want to focus on is whenever you draw a card, Niv Prune deals 1 damage to any target. You go over to Curiosity. Whenever an enchanted creature deals damage to any to an opponent, you may draw a card. So you can understand the cycle. Deal a damage, draw a card. Draw a card, deal a damage. So on and so forth. And because the interaction works on 2 separate cards, 2 separate triggers, it checks the field on in between every trigger. So basically it's an infinite combo that doesn't result in a draw. It's beautiful. All I need is an instant or sorcery to go along with everything I have, but we're gonna go ahead and cast Niv Mizzet again. It can't be countered. That's another beautiful thing about that card, is that it cannot be countered. And bop. Now all we need to do is draw a card or cast an instant or sorcery or deal damage of any sort. That's its game. Fortunately, I cannot. I don't have enough mana. Shit. Yes, I do. There we go. Ha ha ha. And that's game. So we're gonna see the triggers go off in just a second. So 2 cards. I drew a card. Deal a damage. Deal a damage. Because it's 2 cards. Oh yeah, right. And then Wizard Class goes off. Wizard Class goes off again. And then Curiosity. Take action. Because I can choose. It's you may. So I can choose to cut that combo off if I want. Because there are cases, like in mine, where I could draw my entire deck before I deal enough damage to eliminate an opponent. You don't always get the combo, right? So that's why I have Locust God in there. That's why I have Wizard Class in there. That's why I have just those basic Spell Slinger Sweetness cards, those burn cards, like Gutter Snipe and Electrostatic, whatever. And then, you know, the staple Young Pyromancer and any Spell Slinging deck that has red in it. I really shouldn't have done that shit. Because ad break should have. Shit. Yeah, you know what? Let's concede before this goes on too far, and we'll go on an ad break. You're welcome for the free win, good sir, and or madam. And we'll be right back. Translator, please. I think the game just puked. So this is your tasty rumor. I'd like to know where you learned wingdings. In the floor.
There's no way you could have gathered what that was from from doing that for the first time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh. Oh, man. Strike, I think we can go with a family attack on the other and just kind of auto. We finally got to see one. There we go. Enemy kind of taking a break. Yes, silly bitch. I love Nanami for the record. I think she's an absolutely wonderful character. One of my favorites in this game, hands down. And there's a lot to choose from. That was cool.
That was amazing. I'm clipping the shit out of that. Oh, I think that's the first bolt I've actually seen on
Any
screen.
gems you get that we've already donated, sell them.
Wow. Holy shit. Alright, so sorry to catch you up. I've been walking around like a dummy trying to find this character when all I had to do was stand in that stationary spot. That specific stationary spot. There is only one video and it's in frickin' Japanese that has this. Oh, thank God. Oh. Thank you, President LePant, for the single most important item in this entire game that should have came with Vicky in the first place. Thank God. Holy shit! Holy shit! Sup, Riken, and thank you for the follow, Zach. So, I walk into the restaurant. There is a normal prompt for a cook-off. Okay, cooks are facing off. Barbara's face down on the ground. Okay, maybe a choking incident. No, the challenging cooks came in and...
Oh, there we go. That's where we're supposed to be. All right, we are back. We'll play some more Magic. So maybe I should talk about some of the stuff that I kind of touched on. First and foremost, new focus is going to be for music, and the focus for music will be on a Chrono Trigger remaster album that I've been playing around in my head since Oh goodness, it's been years. It's been sitting on the back burner for years. I actually cooked up most of the ideas for it while I was training at the last job that was like super toxic, and I ended up walking away from for a variety of reasons I'm not going to get into here. I really shouldn't have taken this hand. I'm done this game if they get off at all. I have no idea what I'm up against though. What's Celestia deck? Okie dokie. Alright. I guess I'll get to counter one spell. But yeah. So this Chrono Trigger album that I've up to this point tentatively titled The End of Time will focus as a love letter to Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and by some extension, what is that other game? The in-between, the unofficial, like, I think it's like not canon anymore, sequel to Chrono Trigger. I can't think of the name of it though. To say Radical Dreamers, I think was the name of the game. Shit, I really wish I could have countered that game off. I really should have played my Sulphur Falls last turn. Shit. What? Are you gonna counter it? Because you can't. Okay, weird flex, but alright. It's the one way to answer that. And we get a land out of it, so not terrible. This is not nearly what I want from this hand or this game right now, but I guess this is what I get for taking a shit hand. I learned my lesson. You can stop now. But yes, Chrono Trigger album. So it's supposed to be a love letter to Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, Radical Dreamers. I'm gonna try to keep it to one disc set of tracks. I'm gonna probably do somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 to 20 tracks, but might do more. This is a god-awful hand. This is a god-awful hand. I don't know why I kept that. I had no business keeping it. And I don't know why I've hit land on every turn and still haven't, like, I have nothing to cast. I will be able to cast Magic Mirror next turn. Congratulations. I'll be able to draw more cards after I'm dead. Oh my god, what a terrible creature. And I'm about to counter it. I feel like you should have a better cast for that. I don't know why you did that first. What, to draw out? Yeah. Go get your damage. I need to deal with this guy. Okay. Dig, and I got a land. Yep. We're just gonna concede. I should not have kept that hand. But yeah, so Chrono Trigger album will be good. It'll actually be fairly easy. I did a test run of what I thought I could do with Chrono Trigger stuff. I think like a couple of years ago. It was very good. It went very well, and it didn't require as much work as I thought it would have. What I did was I created a symphonic, what is the name of the track? You know what? I'll just pull up my SoundCloud and find out. But I did a symphonic version of a Chrono Trigger track, and not only did mixing it go well and easy, it also went amazingly awesome as far as instrumentation and, you know, post effects and so on and so forth. Like, everything just came together perfectly. And it didn't take a lot out of me either, so it's always a good deal when stuff like that comes together. Mostly Ava tracks, because apparently there's a bunch of like weebs and stuff on here. People from Detroit listening to my tracks. How about that? And I'm showing on Google. That's interesting. Which of my tracks are showing up in results first pages on Google? That's interesting. Alright, anyways. So Secret of the Forest is the name of the track. And it was like I said, it ended up working out real well, at least by my standards anyway. And I'm a huge fan of when I'm able to realize something that's very near and dear to me. This looks okay-ish. I will take it, because I can put Curiosity on Gutter Snipe. It's not quite the combo that I get with Niv Mizzet, but it's still damn good. But I need another mana. Another mana would be swell. But digging will not be an effort, like a fruitless effort. Here's my other land. Okay, you got 2 damage. Hulking Bugbear, a 3/3 with haste for 3. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Shit. So every turn he drops a land, he's doing 5 damage. So at that pace, I have like 3 turns left. You can get 3 damage, I don't care. Wow, alright. Suit yourself, pal. Oh boy, that could go off the rails quickly. I don't need draw that badly. But it'll give me enough mana that I can easily play that Locust God. So yes, getting off track. Yeah, there you go, bud. So, God, man, when I beat Turbo Red, that's a good day. That's a good day. So yeah, Chrono Trigger album will probably go fairly well the more I devote time and effort to it. Again, like I said, I'm planning to devote about 10-20 tracks to it. I'm planning on releasing it the same way I released my Final Fantasy VII album, which is still on Spotify if you want to check it out. And if you're interested in buying a copy, which will contain fully lossless versions of my tracks, as well as liner notes and the whole nine, with, I guess, maybe something special for me. I don't know. You let me know, and I will make it happen for you. But anyways, I do have the same release schedule planned. When it does get done. As for after that, I'm not sure. I might go back to just pulling from random sources of inspiration and working with that and posting more to my SoundCloud a little bit more regularly. We'll see. I think I might rely a little bit more on doing like more blog stuff, and I think I might just stick to review content, things of that nature. This is a bad hand I shouldn't take either. This is, oh god, it looks terrible, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I have to get rid of a card. It's going to be Curiosity, 100%. I don't have a creature that burns, so I don't have a turn 1, so Steam Vents can come out tapped. Sulfur Falls, Sprite Dragon, and swing out. I don't know what my blogging strategy is going to be, really. Shit. Okay, it's only once per turn, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Rule. Impact Tremors? Okay. That's in Historic now? That might need to go in this deck. We need to answer it though. Or do we really? No, let's save that for reactive. So we might need to counter something. Let's see what you got. Base strong. Okay, manually tapping out his mana. I'm not sure what you're looking to do, but I will take you off of wasted mana. Gladly. Yeah. That was the plan all along, wasn't it? Yeah, it most certainly was. That is A-okay. Before she recast that, then let's dig. I don't need to worry too much about his decayed whatever. I don't really need to worry that much about it at all. 2 damage at max, and it goes off the field at the end of his turn, so whatever. Yep. Get a feeling you took a bad hand, but whatever. That's okay for me. I'll take a win. Very slow and a very weird Rakdos kind of deck. Draw a card for each island you control, then discard 2 cards. Oh man, if that was anything less than 5 mana to cast at instant speed, that'd be great. But it's too much. Too much. How are we doing on pre-rolls? We are a long ways out. So yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what we're doing in terms of blogging. I do know that I do want to do more. I will eventually get into the moods or the mindset where I'm going to feel better about it. I'm going to have stuff to talk about. What is this? It is a hand I will keep because those are good instants and sorceries. Actually, they're all instants. I'm actually pretty sure I don't have a single solitary sorcery in this deck. But yeah, the blog will focus more or less primarily on gaming stuff, so no personal stuff will be talked about there. That's what my Discord is for. If you want to know how my life's going or how it relates to the stream, then you tune in to you go to my Discord, because I'll talk about that stuff there. Catch you later, bud. Sorry about your luck. That's a good strat. It's bad it didn't add all that much, but yay. Alright, let's see what you got. I still haven't been able to cast a single creature yet, but hey, who needs them, right? Just people who like to win. Yeah, I know. You can just put that right back. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Alright. Beyond that, he said the strategy beyond that is going to be trying to figure out how streaming will change and work through the next little while. Okay. Again, I don't know how that's going to look, so the next week is going to be very telling, very fluctuating. Ah, shit, it has trampled, doesn't it? And first strike? Jeez. It's because of that thing, right? No. Oh yeah, as long as it's your turn to equip a creature as first strike and trample. So I just gotta get rid of this. And this creature is just... Ah. Boo! Boo! Yeah, that's great, I guess. Can we stop with this? I need something useful. That's not more useful. Crying out loud, well. It's not end of the world yet. Yet. Oh, no. Oh, I gotta pull something out of my ass in the next turn or else I am just toast. Unless that's double strike. That'd be unfair if that equipment gave that thing flying and double strike. That'd be ridiculous. Come on, man. Yeah, no, that's it. I already got my 2 cards from that. That's game. That is game. Well, just for shits and gigs, you got a shock, sir. And you're not even gonna let... Oh, you let it resolve. Alright. Bye. See you later. Smack you in the face and then run away. How do we do that? Do we have quick... Oh, there's quick draft right there. I'm pretty sure I have some tokens so I can do a quick draft, right? Oh, I also have the gold for it too. What is this? Oh yeah, it's stupid. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. So we can't use tokens. Alright, I will use gold. What's up? Artifacts you control have 2 second deals damage. I mean, that's fun. I like it, but also it's not very good. Ash, Party Crasher. Nope. Whoa. No, I did not pick that. Stebo. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. The beginning of upkeep, your enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. Yeah, I mean, again, don't really care for this at all. This would be great if I had any idea of the next several cards that I would be getting. It would really force a deck type that I'm not confident I'll get, because look at all this. 1 artifact. Yeah, we're gonna go with Stab Wound. That's very generic. It's very nice. Grasp of Fate. Enters the battlefield for each opponent. Exile up to 1 target non-land permanent the player controls until Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield. It is an O-ring enchantment that does nothing else. I would like that to be 1 mana less or 1 mana less devotion. Let's see. Okay, that's not great. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. I'm not upset with that. 2 mana, 2/2 with an added effect. Alright. Hatching plans. I've seen this do work for people. I need to have an outlet to sacrifice that. That's the only downside to that, and I can't see myself reliably doing that in draft. Let's try and see if I can force colors here. Might want to focus on like enchantments. Basically pacifism with an additional effect. Yeah. We forcing enchantments? Looks like. Orzhov enchantments. Ooh. Ooh, I think I might like this card. Choose target non-token creature you control that doesn't have the same name as the token you control. Create a token that's a copy of it, except for it isn't legendary, is a reflection in addition to its other types, and has haste. Ooh. Ooh. If that wasn't 4 mana, I'd absolutely love it. That's still good. That's still a great, like, commander card. Let's see. So we're doing Orzhov enchantments. Let's see. Fell Horseman dies, put it at the bottom of its owner of the library. It's a 4 mana 3/3. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand for 2 at sorcery speed. It's not great. Let's do Solitary Sanctuary. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls and put its stun counter on it. Whenever you tap it, untapped creature an opponent controls, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. I would do that just for the basically for the initial effect, but it's not enough. It is not enough because I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to get that off. I can try though. We'll see. I don't have to take them all. I have 3 packs to get through. Exile up to 1 target creature. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. Return the exiled card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay. It doesn't transform into anything, it just goes away. What about this? Hopeless Nightmare enters the battlefield. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. When Hopeless Nightmare is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, scry 2. 3 mana to sacrifice Hopeless Nightmare. That's good, considering this. Yep. This is also a very cute card. I like this. Alright. I already know what that does though. Rat out. Up to 1 target creature gets -1/-1. Until end of turn, you create a 1/1 black rat creature. Creature token with this creature can't block. Yeah, sure. And it's like a turn 1 creature removal deal. Like, I'm not against that. We need to get like other variety cards. It's good to have enchantments to work with 1 card, but I'm forcing it way too hard. Stockpiling Celebrant. If you may return another target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If you do, scry 2. That seems really kind of weird. Discerning Financier. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a treasure token. That's almost land tax. Almost land tax. Choose another player. That player gains control of target treasure you control. You draw a card. Okay, so you're trading a treasure for drawing a card. That feels stupid and very commander-like, but I'll take it. Because it in balance is a 2/3 for 3 with additional effects that are close to land tax, which is good in draft on its own. What's this? It's an instant 2 or 3 mana. May sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or a token as you cast a spell. If this spell was bargained, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back on the top of your library in any order, and the rest into your graveyard. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Yeah, that's good. I'll take 2. Wait, what is this? Create a royal roll token attached to target creature. Okay. You know what? I'll take that too. Yeah, I'll take that. For 5 mana though, ugh, that feels gross. Okay, you know what? That works with what is the other one? This right here, yeah. Okay. Alright, next pack. Let's see. Griffin Airy. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 more life this turn, create a 2/2 white Griffin creature token with flying. This is great, but I'm not gaining life. If anything, I'm losing life, so that's another like great thing, but I don't know if I'll be gaining life at all. I'm going to regret that 100%, but it's the best that works with my deck. This is nice. This is very nice. I like this card. Compulsion. I'll have to keep that in mind. And there's Rowan's Grim Search again. Yeah, let's pick that one. Blind Obedience. Yes, 100% is an enchantment. It fits, and it is a very good card for this deck. 100% going in. What is this? When Tempting Apple enters the battlefield, it can't control target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. This seems good. Yeah, that seems real good. That works 100% well. I will accept that. We need more creatures though, if I'm not mistaken. I love this so much. That is such a weird combat trick move that I'm 100% about it. At least in the context of a draft. Eerie Interference. What is this? Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control this turn by creatures. Yes. I will take that. Wow, that made the pass. How about that? I have to make some dumb picks. Shatter the Oath. Destroy target creature or an enchantment. Create a Wicked Roll token attached up to one target creature you control. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going hard on that card. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. A 1/1 for 1 that works with what I'm dealing with. And then it has an additional effect here. 3 mana, Slumbering Keep Guard gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each enchantment you control. That could be good. Alright, next. Okay, this looks a lot better for my deck. I'm kind of counting on this coming back to me, but Wicked Visitor will come back to me. I don't need to worry about that. I need to get that Grasp of Fate. What is this? What is this? Yeah, I know. Grasp of Fate. Let's get that expensive O-ring. Cursed Courtier. Yeah, that's good for this deck. 100%. And Wicked Visitor came back. Oh, there we go. We almost got a 4 of. Yeah, I'll work with that. There's another Wicked Visitor. Any blue cards. We do not need any green cards. Why is there a forest in there? Is there like one card that could be paid with both? Or something? Oh, no. There we go. Okay, so we need to get rid of some cards here. Okay. Nope. We need to keep that. That doesn't fit. That doesn't really fit. That's too much mana for that effect. It's great, but it's too much mana for that. Let's see. That's basically a 4 mana flyer that's a 2/3. To me, I think that's too much mana for that. This one will actually work out. I really should have gotten more of this guy. I didn't really read the card. That's on me. 4 mana, 3/3, but you get an enchantment I could play with the adventure on that, so that's not terrible. This is just generally good. If the spell's bargain, blah 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 blah. If it's bargained, I get to almost guarantee my draw, which is from the top 4 cards. This bargain works well with my decks, so that actually works out. I need to get rid of 6 cards still, which sucks. That can go away. I feel like there's not enough creatures still that I need to get rid of. That's good though. Tap up to 1 target creature, draw a card, and scry 1 for 2 mana. That's good. At least in draft. Like, at instant speed, no less. Like, doesn't work with the theme, so I have to get rid of 2 now. I can go bap bap like that and still be okay. Let's call this fleeting enchantment. Let's put Wicked Visitor. Let's use good old Lily. And yeah, let's use the weathered one. I like that. Just confirm the weathered card look. Okay, let's go. See how many wins we get with this. I'd be absolutely surprised if I make the 3 wins with this. Like, if I get any prizes at all, I'll be very surprised. Okay, not terrible. I'll keep. I gotta keep in mind this is draft and they're gonna be apt to the same problems with deck building that I had. So unless they got very lucky, I'm going to be on about an even keel. So we're gonna go ahead with a swamp. We don't have a turn 1, so that's fine. Wicked Visitor number 1. Have an eerie interference, which is good. Okay, Wicked Visitor number 2. Can we do Besotted Knight? Yes, we can. Let's do Royal Roll attached to Wicked Visitor. Let's go to town. First bit of damage. The moment you answer Wicked Visitor's trigger goes off. No, we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna go ahead and play our Besotted Knight. Yep, that's fair. So you were going for fairies. You can have another one of those? No, you don't. Dump the extra mana. Okay. Make it so it doesn't do damage. That's fair. That's fair. The archetype I'm going for here is probably not a frequent one, but it's very clear that there's some cards that play into it. It's definitely very clear. Yeah, I can deal with that. This is going very well for me so far. Hey, Jack. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? And yes, I am extremely into Magic. It's just not something I've played very much on this channel. That might be changing sometime in the near future, given the circumstances I talked about here today. But yes, I am very much a Magic fan and have been for the longest time. I played off and on for a very long time in paper Magic. I got started in about 1996. Stopped playing for a while. Got back into it when I started at a certain call center that had people on it that played Magic. Or no, sorry, I got back into it again before that. About I want to say 2008. I got into it serious. No, before then. Well, sometime before that, so I don't know, 2006, 2007, maybe somewhere in there. I played seriously for a little bit. Then I dropped the game because it was a very expensive investment for me at that point in time. And then I picked it up again once I started working at this particular call center. And as there was a lot of people there that played the game, and I've been playing off and on since. It's very cool to find out that you're interested in Magic, Jack. Maybe we can get together and play a couple of matches on Arena or something like that, if Arena is your thing. I'm so geeked when I find somebody else who's really into Magic as well, so it's a little bit of a moment, I guess. I only played a bit of the tutorial. I missed like a lot. That's fair. That's fair. Until you get really used to it, especially if you came off. I'm not saying that this is the case with you, but if you came off of playing Magic the Gathering online, sometimes it's a little hard to get used to how it specifically works here. But once you get used to the interface, it's actually pretty friendly, and if you compare the interface to something like Hearthstone, then you know exactly what to expect. Sure. And then we'll take care of his Outrider. Let him have some free damage first, and then we'll deal with it. Also, the tutorial's not great for this game, I'll tell you that. If you do not really know Magic at all, the tutorial for Arena is not great, because it treats it more like a Hearthstone clone than it does Magic. There's a lot of nuance to this game. Yep, get your damage. I cannot sacrifice these creatures, or I cannot give them up, so you can go ahead and get your damage. Don't forget you've got a second main phase unless they change rules. Yes, the phases are still the same. Generally speaking, when I'm playing draft, I don't really nitpick on phase changes and stuff like that. Mostly because of the fact that, honestly, you don't have like super decked out decks. You're just kind of playing with the same pool that everybody else has available, and honestly, you just kind of go with what you have. There's not going to be a lot of like super, what do you call it, like combat tricks or hyper optimized combos or anything like that. At least generally speaking. I have 1, 2, 3 enchantments in control, so that I can give Slumbering Keep Guard +3/+3 for 3 mana, which is good. Well, so here's an example of when I do something like that. I have a spell slinging deck that I was playing earlier tonight. That would be a deck that I have a very I can play into a very reactive style of play, where it's very modular in terms of how I can approach it. That's something where I might play something on like second main phase or something like that if I want to get real nasty about it. But a lot of times it's really not always necessary. This particular deck, I kind of want my opponent to target stuff that either interacts with enchantments or, yeah, exactly. Or they don't have a lot of mana. Let's say they only have 2 mana in this kind of a situation, like this. They have 1 island and 1 forest. Chances of them in this set, Wilds of Eldraine, the chances of them having a really good counter at 2 mana pocketed in their hand waiting for me to dump all of my mana into a single spell is extremely unlikely. So I could probably cast this without any problems, as an example. Depends on the draft. generally speaking, you play with other players, but the drafting process itself is done against the computer. So the cards that are taken as you're passing them off are not actually drawn actively with other players waiting on you. That sucked. Well, that sucked a lot, but I mean, Titanic Growth is a card that exists. So, I mean, with a format like MTG Arena, do you really want other players antagonizing your drafting experience when it's really all the same pool? I don't. I don't want to wait around 10 minutes for a player to select a card because they aren't reading the cards thoroughly enough. That used to happen enough in Paper Magic as it was. I don't need that to happen now. This sucks. This actually sucks a lot. Okay, I will toss everything and hope we can get a trade in there. I don't want that Werefox sticking around. I never minded that part. I really like knowing some of what my opponents were working with and hoping. I guess it's just the sitting on your hands waiting for another player to do something, especially in a situation like this where you don't really see what other players are doing. You could give away a card and be sitting there waiting for, you know, your next ability to draw something. It's just, I guess maybe to me it's just I'm impatient or something. I don't know. Speaking of impatience, this guy is going off now and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. During the drafting phase, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is an ability, can't do it, so I guess we're kind of stuck. We're gonna sit on this Eerie Interference. He's probably gonna dump a whole bunch of crap on... Do I have enough mana to do both? I do not. I would if I didn't cast the Frost Bridge guard, but that's kind of vital to Solitary Sanctuary, so we're gonna go no attacks. We're gonna let him swing out and hope he doesn't see Eerie Interference coming. This thing's just not working out for me, man. I don't like it. You force my hand. Yeah, go for it. You can't deal damage. Or my creatures. That was a very specific use case for that card. You may as well not swing out, but unless you don't understand what's going on. Why did you... Okay. These creatures don't have vigilance. I don't understand why you swung. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You get it now. Ah, well. I'm gonna target that. Then we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do that. Go for it, bud. Resolve. And then we're gonna do... Can I do this? Oh man. Wouldn't that suck? Oh shit. Can I still... Was it gonna work? It didn't. I had to try. I had to try. Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Oh, well. Let's see if you're dumb enough to trade. You're not gonna be dumb enough to trade because it wasn't a trade. Smart play, friendo. Smart play. Yep. Go for it. That's 10 damage. I have a turn ahead of this. Yeah, go ahead and get your card. If I could just stop drawing lands, that'd be fantastic. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's a good game, bud. You just lucky on the draw. Or luckier than me, anyway. Guess drawing 3 lands in a row will do that. Oh, man. Oh. Let's see if I can get into prizes with this. I don't think I will, but yeah, the mana screw it sucks, but it happens. I knew what I was getting into with draft. I'm not as good with drafting. Thanks for coming in, Jack. Thanks for the conversation. It really helped a lot, and I appreciate when people come out. So, hopefully we'll see more of you soon, and have yourself a great night. Thank you. Oh, wow. I had to say something. Catch you later, Jack. Ugh. This just sucks ass. Like, sucks a lot of ass. Oh, well. Hopefully by the time I get 3 turns down, I will get more than 1 swamp. Or I'll get at least 1 swamp. I forgot to let people know there's a shout-out channel points redemption. You get 1 time per stream. Curiosity's got new art. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm getting that. Oh no. I got a toy. Oh, wait. Yes. Yes. God damn, that sucks. Yeah, I'll take 1 damage and you get your curiosity trigger. Go for it, bud. Okay. Calm yourself. That was good, though. That was good. I'll give him that. No, that's not that important. I need to get back in the saddle. have that ability, man. Putting in work. It's already through like so much of his deck though. Like he's burning cards. I just realized how late it is. How long do I have? Oh, pre-rolls are on. Shit. Alright, we're gonna finish this game and then go into an ad break. I've been on pre-rolls for a bit. Oops. Not cool. It's 2 damage though, it's fine. He's not fine, but... no, we need cards that we can play. So we need to save my ass soon. Splashy spellcaster. That just sounds fun. Okay, that's cool. I'm not putting that in any decks I own, but it's cool. Digging. Trying to finish this game in one go. Yeah, pushing it. That's it. That's what you did. Good game. Good game. And with that, we're going on break.
Doesn't work. What the hell? Oh, is that a provisioner from Sanctuary? That's hilarious. Just swimming. Alright. Oh, what the fuck, man? That's bullshit and you know it. So, I walk into the restaurant. There is a normal prompt for a cook-off. Okay, cooks are facing off. Barbara's face down on the ground. Okay, maybe a choking incident? No. The challenging cooks came in and said, I poisoned your storage person, and we're gonna withhold the antidote that we're holding right here unless you beat us in a cook-off. The commander, being my MC, says, then a cook-off it is! And then we have a cook-off, to which I win. I get a pasta recipe of all things, said antidote, and then the opposing chefs commit harakiri right there in front of us. What?
Someone who does everything you do is so annoying. My dear, stop. Careful, everyone.
Sewer's like, hello? 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 Geodes? Star's like, hello? Hello? Hello, Steve?
Wow. Holy shit. Alright, so sorry to catch you up. I've been walking around like a dummy trying to find this character when all I had to do was stand in that stationary spot. That specific stationary spot. There is only one video and it's in frickin' Japanese that has this.
That was cool.
That was amazing. I'm clipping the shit out of that. Oh. I think that's the first bolt I've actually seen on
Any
screen.
gems you get that we've already donated, sell them.
You wanna know what else is tricky? You hugging the floor. Oh, there's no way you could have gathered what that was from. From doing that for the first time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh. Oh, man. Wait, is that it? Holy shit. Holy shit.
Hey folks, so I'm gonna finish off this draft. I'm fully expecting to lose this coming match, so if we do, that's end of stream. If not, then I will continue until I do lose, in which case I will end the stream then. Yeah, I'll keep. I'll have actions for 3 turns. That's not looking good. That's not looking good at all. Okay, so he's gonna be controlling a lot of what I do. That's not good. This is a card that I think I had one chance to use, And I didn't use it because I didn't have the opportunity. Now I will have that opportunity. Yep. Yep, no, that works. So this is to be used as like a combat trick when they think they're trading off or they're blocking to kill. I use that to make it come back and be stronger, I guess. Okay. You're gonna choose eerie interference, aren't you? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Yes, I know Noel. Go ahead. Get your damage. But now you know that I'm pocketing the not dead after all, so not exactly a wonderful combat trick anymore. But we're equal life totals. And if he's playing control, then we're not seeing any weird, like... Oh, he's forcing Rakdos. Okay. Or not Rakdos, Grixis. My bad. Alright. I mean, I get that you're doing Grixis, but I don't know if, oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, that was good. That was good. That was kind of a, like a top tier play considering, like all things considered, that was kind of a top tier play considering its draft. That was really good. Okay, that was good. I mean, it's Stoke Genius is bad at sorcery speed, but for draft here, still not doing too bad. Okay. I don't have any enchantments in play, so boosting Slumbering Keyguard does nothing for me. But throwing all of these guys, no. I want to do that. I want him to kill. Shit. He didn't do it. Alright, well. Super tap it, I guess. This is gonna be very close. This is gonna be very close. I think if I play this well, I might just barely pull this off. Him having all flyers is what screws me though. Yeah, that's fine. Take your 3 damage. But next turn is gonna be key, like absolutely key. I might need to throw the eerie interference out. But here's the question: this player knows that I have the eerie interference and the not dead after all in hand. Why are they not acting in accordance? Like this confuses me. What are you gonna kill? Okay. Son of a bitch. Wait. That's one. Resolve. That's fine. Auto pay. Shit, he's got enough damage on board. I didn't even think of that. Yep. That was a misplay on my part. I really should have kept the mana up for eerie interference. That was a total misplay. Shit. And this is why I'm not good at draft. I like optimizing my decks to have fit my playstyle a little bit more. This was just a colossal waste of gold for 100 gems and 2 packs, which I suppose is not a extreme loss, but it is not good. That was not good. Let's get our packs and let's get going, I guess. That's cool art. Forced fruition. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. Yikes. Okay. Fun, I guess. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. That's more like a good commander card. That's kind of neat. That's like a Golgari card or something. Alright. So, like I said, we're gonna... Because I didn't do good in draft. Who would have seen that coming? I most certainly did. Alright, so, cool. Got some magic going. We've got a Jack to come in. We don't see Jack very often around these parts, so good times. Good times. It's good to see some people come by and watch some gameplay and have some fun. I enjoy doing it. Is my cam not big for some reason? Yeah, we're missing out. There we go. That was weird. Alright, so yeah, there's going to be some changes around here, like I said. What that is exactly is yet to be seen. This coming week we'll have a lot of flux, a lot of fluctuation happening. I'm not going to make any big promises or set any schedules or anything like that because honestly I don't know what to promise. Truthfully, I'll know more in the coming week what exactly things are going to look like, because I don't know how things are going to go. Like I said, I'm hoping things will go well. I'm really hoping that. I see a couple of sleeves based on the Princess Bride. Are you fucking kidding me? Those are sleeves from the Princess Bride. What is Magic even doing anymore? What but oh my god. That is the official jumping the shark moment. Oh, there's like a whole series of sleeves. Oh my goodness. That's kind of awesome and kind of ridiculous at the same time. That's hilarious. Alright. Got distracted. I'm gonna go right ahead and just close magic. That way you can't distract me. So like I said, things are going to be changing. I'm not sure what it looks like, but they will be changing. We're not looking to make any big changes in terms of what's already established. Again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, looking the same for regular streams. I'm not sure if I'm going to get back to super streams. I don't think that kind of thing is sustainable. I think I might do a super stream for my birthday, seeing as I don't have any other plans. I was thinking about doing something for my birthday, but I don't work now, so I really shouldn't do anything, because it was hard enough to justify when I was making money and was doing something, and I was really looking forward to doing a particular thing, but now I can't do that particular thing because, like, I was bad enough trying to think. It was like, oh man, maybe I'll get a PS5 this year and I'll be able to do it this year for my birthday, and I will be able to make that happen, and that would be awesome and amazing. And I was like, okay, we're really gonna have to stretch and really make things work, and this is how this is gonna go, and this is how this is gonna go. And there could have been a plan there, but now that plan is completely fucking cast aside because of some bitch doesn't like new people or something. I don't know. And now I have to fucking put that out of my mind and put all this other shit out of my mind, and all these plans and dreams that I had, and it would have been really nice. It really would have been nice. If you guys want to help with that, I have a Throwing Gifts list. It's in my panels. It'll be in the video description. It'd be swell if you guys helped out with that, but no pressure, honestly. It's there if you're feeling charitable, and it's crowdfunded, so you don't have to pay for the whole thing. You can just put a little amount towards it. It would mean the world to me if you could do that. But honestly, with me losing work, putting money towards bills and rent and stuff like that is way more important than getting something like that for me. Which sucks to have to say, but it's the truth. People suck sometimes. People suck sometimes. Completely ruins so much. One person. And it makes me so angry because it's not just me. It was my family. And who knows how many other people might be peripherally affected by this. I don't know. But the bottom line is not just me. And it's just because of one person. One person just couldn't deal. And because that one person couldn't deal, everything else goes to waste. What a you guys want to help out with rent and bills and stuff like that, that's stuff that I really need help with, I have my Coffee link right there. It'll also be my Twitch panels. It'll also be in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. If you do want to help with equipment and segments oncoming, I do have a thrown gifts list, like I mentioned. It'll be in the panels as well as the video description. If you're interested in checking out a energy drink that has all of the benefits of the energy given from it and very little of the downsides that come with, check out the Alti link that I have. It'll be in my video description on YouTube. You can also see it on my BRB screens and my title screen if you're watching the video. I believe I also have the promo code on my Twitch panels as well. Any help would be amazing. I'm not asking for much. And even if you're just going to show up and support, be in the chat and stuff like that, when I'm running ads, that helps. When I'm running any sort of promotional stuff, that helps. So don't think that just because you can't monetarily go to my coffee or go to my thrown gifts list that you can't support that way. Don't think that you can't just show up, because that helps too. Every little bit helps, I promise you. Every little bit of support, when you send out and you share and you do shout outs and you tell people about my channel and you get excited about what I do, that helps. Everything helps. So please, if you're watching today, if it's on VOD or on YouTube, on Twitch, toss me a follow, share it with your friends, and when I'm on stream, toss me some bits. If you are short on bits and you don't have a ton of cash, you can do the Twitch RPG thing. If you have a Twitch account, participating in surveys can get you into some bits, which you can toss in the stream. And also know that if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you can toss me a sub as well. You get one free one every month, so if you'd be so kind as to toss that my way, it would mean the world, because not only are you giving me a sub, you're also telling me that you want to use your one free sub on me, and that would mean the world to me. If you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. You know how it goes. The algorithm's a bitch, and we gotta fight against it, and that helps every little bit. If you really like what you see on YouTube, though, feel free to toss a comment on there. Tell me what you like, what you dislike. I make this for you guys, so every little bit counts. Every little bit counts, and I mean that. So please, help a guy out. Would really appreciate it. So I guess that's it. If you want to donate, I have the CPF donation thing still on my Twitch. Though honestly, I would really appreciate you consider me before that. If you want to do both, cool. You are awesome, but I would really appreciate if you put donated to my coffee first. And I don't need much. Again, it's a crowdfund type like deal, so you don't have to do a lot. Just doing something and showing me that you're willing to help, and you want to help, and you want to spend your time, your effort, your money to make my life better. That would mean the world. I could show videos of old streams where I can remember somebody put like $15 in my coffee, and my mind was blown. I was walking on clouds for that entire day, and I was playing a game that I never play on stream. It was what was it, Tales of Exilia, I believe, or Tales of Arise, a game that I think I played a total of 2 times on stream. And it was through my PlayStation 4. That's right. I played it through my PlayStation 4. It wasn't even with the current setup. It's just some guy who I used to play Paper Magic with, and he gave me $15 or something like that. Yeah, those were good times, man. But it's up to you. No pressure, man. I know it sounds like it sounds like a pressuring. I'm trying to manipulate the situations that way and get something out of it, but honestly, you can do what you want. I would really like it if at the bare minimum we all hung out, because that's fun to me. I like socializing in controlled amounts, you know. But you guys do you, man. You do whatever makes you happy. I just hope that I can be, for a short time, something that makes you happy. That's that. Keep it locked here. Keep it locked to my Discord if you want to check out my Discord for information on changes coming down. And hopefully we can get through this together. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Have yourselves a wonderful day coming up tomorrow. If I don't see you until tomorrow night, I'm hoping to stream Sea of Stars again tomorrow night. I will see. The next time Starberry will be on stream will be on Tuesday at 7:30 in the evening, I believe, Eastern Daylight Time. She'll be playing Animal Crossing, doing some decorating on her island. That's about it. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, who are going to tune in, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for being a part of the journey. Have a wonderful evening.